Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, let's talk about the Anupama series guys, and we'll be talking about quite an interesting episode that will be going down in the Anupama series pretty very soon. Let's find out what Vanraj has for Anupama. But before I continue to the video guys, please don't forget that this is still UG Update. And in case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Menu telling Anupama that she missed her so much and tells Ashapavan people that Mommy must not have told you what all she has done for me, and says she is not my mommy but Ma. She then says she had 3 children, but then also she used to give me complete attention. She says Mommy used to go to the office and I used to come to Mommy from school. And Mommy used to feed me tasty food and then play games with me. And I used to be a doctor and made Mommy as the patient. And Anupama then tells that she used to ask me to cough and sometimes she used to act to operate on me using the spoon. And I normally used to shout, forgetting that the patient is unconscious during the operation. Then Bala says Saga has went to pick Makshi Taka. And Anupama then asks, where is she? Saga says she told her name as Meenakshi and I brought her. Bala says wrong number is connected, while Indra says God wanted Anupama to meet Menu. Menu then says only the thing happened thought by God. Saga says well said and that's why you have come. Anupama then gets Meenakshi's call that her flight is missed and she could not come. Menu then asks her to do her arti to welcome her. While Anupama says no and says Ba must be waiting to do your arti. Menu asks her to do her arti first and says please. Ba gets upset while Vanraj gets angry. Menu insists and then Anupama starts doing Menu's arti. But then Vanraj comes there and makes the arti plate fall down. Anupama asks if you have gone mad. But then Vanraj asks her to shut up and asks if you have lost your memory or got shameless. She asks if you couldn't send Menu to our house, if she came here by mistake, and says Ba is waiting for her since a long time. He says, I don't know if this is Saga and you're planning. But then Anupama asks her to use her mind and says when I didn't see Menu since many years, then how Saga will know Menu? He scolds Menu for not seeing them and then he wants to burn Ashapavan if she tries to have relationship with any of them. He asked Menu to come to Ba. Then Menu then tells Ba that she didn't want to hurt her and tells that just as she got down from the auto, she saw Mommy and ran to her. She says sorry Ba and everyone and then she asks for Ba's blessing. Vanraj then says let's go inside and talk. Paki then asks Menu to come. Then Menu looks at Anupama and goes. Vanraj comes to Anupama's ashram and calls him Autowala and keeps money for the fare. He asks him to keep the stuff out of the auto. We will pick it up. Anupama apologizes to Saga while Saga says he will not leave the fare money and takes it and says he will keep the change. He keeps her stuff and smiles. While in the other hand, Menu hugs Ba and asks for her blessing. She apologizes to Vanraj and says I didn't want to hurt you all. She hugs Toshu and Paki, but then Toshu says you have grown up. Paki says you are pretty too. Then Toshu says this year you will tie Raki to me and ask her not to cry that he didn't give her money or gifts. She then meets Kinjal and says Pari and I have seen each other on social media. She hugs Dimpy and Titu and praises Dimpy for having so many followers and praises Tutu for his dance and vlogs. She gives gifts to the kids and tells that they will play I Spy in something with them. She asks Ba and Vanraj if they will be upset with her and says sorry. While she then says if you can't forgive me, then I will go to the hotel. Ba wants her and asks her to leave anger. Then Ba says I am waiting for you and my eyes were yearning to see you. Menu then says you have become young and asks what did you eat? He then tells Vanraj that he has become more handsome without mustache and tells that girls must be mad for him even now. She then says she didn't know about his equation with Mommy. And then Vanraj then asks her not to go to that side and tells that it is LOC. At Ashram, everyone talks about Vanraj's arrogance and says Babuji was upset and that's why she left home. Saga says Titu has learned him some dance steps. while Bala asks him to teach him. Nandita says in this age, Bala says I am just 20. Indra says today he was feeling pain in his shoulder and asked me to give warm water for the massage. Saga is about to go, then Bala teases him and asks him to be careful as she is enemy's daughter. Saga then asks what? Then Varad asks her to stay away from Anupama. Titu then asks Menu to tell what to do about this pain, but Toshu and Paki tease Menu, and then Kinjal says she is not yet a doctor, so they tease her. Anuj coughs, then Anupama gives him water. He forwards his hand so that she can pour water on it and he drinks. But Anupama goes and then he asks what happened to your foot, Anu. In the other scene, Kinja tells everything to Menu and then Menu is shocked to learn about Anupama's miseries and says mommy is closer to mommy than mama and ba, but since 5 years there is no contact. Kinja then asks her to stay away from mommy, else papa will vent out anger on mommy. Menu then says she will not break her relationship with mommy. Kinja tells that Ba is planning her marriage. Menu says Ba might fix her marriage with surgeon or doctor and then romance will happen on medical terms. She gives the description of the guy she wants and says she wants him to be her friend first. Saga finds Menu's stethoscope and thinks it is of Menu, while Menu searches for her stethoscope. Nandita tries to calm the crying baby. Indra then asks her to put her in the cradle. Nandita refuses, while Indra says Anupama is doing the work since a long time. Nandita then asks her to take the baby and she will do all the work, while Anu then comes there and takes the baby in his hands. The baby stops crying and then he asks Nandita what kind of mother is she. She couldn't calm the baby. He shouts at Nandita and gives the baby in her arms, and then says once kids go then, they never return. Anupama comes there and hears him and then he calls Adia and cries. Guys, it's quite drama that went down on this episode. What the rift between Vanraj and Anupama and the family is actually getting more interesting and complicated by the day. But regardless, guys, what do you have to say about this episode and the drama that went down on it? Please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, guys, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that will be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I will see you guys on my next video.